right, guys. Who wants to go to Filiberto's with me? You know, I want a taco so bad. I love tacos. Tacos are great, aren't they? So, I want to talk to you guys about, there's a lot of people that complain about not enough, there's no representation in Golden Valley and Golden Shores, okay? And I think it's starting to bother a lot of our constituents. And they talk to me, you know, you guys, I'm an advocate for training, basically training our civilians. And basically we get volunteers, like, you know, ex-cops live in the neighborhood, or, you know, they want something to do, all right? And I think it wouldn't be a bad idea that you get a group of, like, in each neighborhood, get like a group of 20 people and they vote. Whoever needs to go through the training, and they go through training and they have to sign a waiver, meaning that you can't sue the county, and you get them deputized after they're trained, right? They're not going to pull traffic or anything like that. They have a radio, and they work hand in hand with the deputies. Now, this is Lake Havasu City, Arizona, okay? And we have, you know, all these other cities, and some of these cities fall in the jurisdiction of the police department. Keep in mind, the sheriff's office trumps all law enforcement in the county, meaning that the sheriff is the top law enforcement officer in the whole county, and he or she is elected, which means the people have given him the power, basically, to uphold the Constitution and protect our constitutional rights. And they're the only office. It's not a department. See, a department is not obligated to protect the citizens. But the sheriff's office is a constitutional office, and it is obligated to protect our citizens. So I think setting up a block watch in each city, and it'd be multiple commanders. Like, let's say Lake Havasu, we could probably put about 6 commanders here, okay? 6 to 8 maybe commanders, and they would have arresting powers. And then they would have their own little, you know, lieutenant or sergeant. We can keep our cities and counties safe, and if we can, you know, I know the mayor personally. He's a great guy. I'm sure if I put this plan together correctly, and our deputy chief, if I do get elected, he's basically he's got his law degree, you guys, and 20 years experience in law enforcement. He's an intelligent man. Oh, we'd want him on board. Basically, he will, we're going to put something together, and we'll present it to the mayor, and then our block watch commander can work hand in hand with our officers. How perfect is that? We'll keep our neighborhoods safe, you guys, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on, you know. And I think they need a little bit of equipment. But here's the thing: if we have one of these block watch commanders, they're going to be subjected. Basically, if they break the law, they're in trouble. It's a huge responsibility. It's almost like me being a gun manufacturer, and if I have someone on my license, guess what? They're allowed to carry around machine guns and everything. But if they break the law with those machine guns, I don't go down for it. They do. And the reason why is because, well, they're called responsible parties. So I think that is it's an excellent idea, you guys. And I think that we need to, we definitely need to look into this. It's just something that I want to do. And I believe that if we put up the signs and everything, and we basically advertise this, and between that and our community get-togethers, to bounce ideas off one another at the parks, utilizing the parks, I think that we're going to have something really good. And the people are going to, you know, us citizens are going to meet the law, or basically our law enforcement officers, and we're all going to be able to get to know one another. And I think that we can keep this place's crime really low. As far as the marijuana and the pills and all that stuff, I want our deputies to basically, if it's a minor, take the pills, throw them in a Ziploc bag, take them to evidence, and take the kid home. And let mom and dad take care of it. We need to go back to those old ways. Well, the old ways actually worked, you guys. I know we're not a taxi, but it doesn't matter. I'm not saying in every case, but I'm just saying in some cases with officers using discretion. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a serious issue, you guys, with our youth. And why take them out at the knees when they just need a little bit of guidance and they need a little bit of direction? So these are some of my ideas. And remember, I want you guys to do a little homework. Look up officer's discretion. I understand it's the law, but it's still up to the officer's discretion. And I'm going to tell you one thing. During my ex-wife's campaign, she broke some campaign finance laws, and so did Doug Schuster. He did some pretty heavy ones. So did Joe Archie. And Rodney Head was a pretty big offender. And no one got, well, let's just say no one got prosecuted for it, okay? And some of them were felonies. Scories wasn't a felony. No one got prosecuted because they had to work with whoever got in. Our Attorney General wouldn't prosecute. Politics is a different thing, you guys. I'm not going to get into it and start throwing people under the bus there. I mean, we were using the state seal, and we knew the Secretary of State, and it was just like, hey, Ed, you guys can't wear the state seal. And it's like, okay, and we don't want to send you a letter because then it becomes public domain or a public record, So it's, you guys, anyways. So the sheriff does have a lot of discretion, and I think that I'd like to see our neighborhoods, I'd like to see our youth flourish, and like I said, let's talk to some of the companies. They're on board. Sonny Borelli's on board if we get behind kids about putting a diversion program. Just good stuff, you guys, really good stuff. So anyways, you guys, remember that name, Ed Mack.